Day 135, Sunday night. If you're new to this, this is the journey of 0 to 1 billion. I just talk about myself building my business, and I share insights, ideas, strategies, things of that nature. And business models, LBOs, QLA. We're going to buy businesses using leverage. We're going to create a portfolio and sell for a higher multiple. So, get straight into what I did today. Today was just the same thing, right? I had worked out, and I did offense. So I have a couple interesting stats I'd like to talk about today. Let me show you my screen. All right, so this is my cold email campaign from the last week. So it's my first week doing cold emails, and I want to show you guys today. Today was Sunday. So 52% open rate, man. That is crazy. That is so insane. I didn't have anyone reply, so maybe I could work on my script, but that is insane. Okay, so yeah, the open rate is astronomically high. I don't think it could get any higher than that. Honestly, like, it's pretty good. I just gotta keep shooting them. And I had Facebook ads. I have a couple other ways of doing outreach, LinkedIn. No results from Facebook today. And I'm kind of looking at it from a different approach. So I'm getting a ton of clicks for pretty decent price, but for some reason, whenever they click on my Calendly link, they don't book a meeting. So I started thinking maybe my link was broken, or I thought like there's something wrong with it, right? So I switched it today into a lead form. So if they're gonna click on my link, it's gonna be a form, instant form on Facebook, so you don't have to get out of it. So I could kind of like tell what's going on when they actually click it. It doesn't just like kind of disappear. So we'll test that. And tomorrow is my off day from defense. I have a job. You got defense and offense. Defense is what you do to keep the lights on, make sure you can eat, pay gas, make sure you survive. Defense. Offense is how you get ahead, right? My defense, I have a sales job. And something interesting about sales is that a lot of the very, very successful people stick to sales. And I asked this to the channel maybe like a week ago now. I asked what you guys think is the greatest skill in the world to learn. And everyone unanimously agreed that it was sales. So I'm really glad that I have a sales job. And it's such a good feeling when you're getting a closed deal. It really is. Love that feeling. So 2 people I want to talk about today. Before I even talk about them, this is kind of a funny story, so I could share this. I had a subscriber actually cold call me today. Like one of you guys. So it's a guy, he's my age, right? So he calls me up, and I'm driving home from work, and I was like, I didn't know who the hell this was. He was telling me, man, this is a cold call. Can you give me like 30 seconds? And I'll be honest, like I had no idea what he was saying at first. I didn't understand it. But he eventually, like once he started like making some sense, he was saying, man, I saw you on the channel. You were talking about how someone helps you find deals, blah, blah, blah. I could pay you so you could give me an intro, blah, blah, blah. What's your Cash App? I'm like, dude, I don't know who this guy is. And he's trying to give me money. Like, for what? Like, listen, I won't ever take someone's money unless I deserve it. Or unless it has some kind of value. You know what I mean? Dude, I'm not just gonna take your money for an intro. Like, why are you calling me? Like, who are you? You know what I mean? It was an interesting conversation. He was a cool guy. And this guy found my number, man, off the internet. It's a lot of information's on the internet. Basically, he was someone else who was trying to find deals for people. So kind of told him, and if you're watching this, I'm open to people helping me find deals, and we could work out some kind of deal. But I know for a fact, if I'm able to find deals and you're the one helping me, this channel is going to blow up from that, from finding deals, from closing deals. Once the story starts getting juicy, you're going to benefit off the back of it. But we were talking about different marketing tactics, and he wasn't like blatantly asking me, but he wanted to know like what that guy was talking about. And if you're new to this, guys, I'm talking about, I had a conversation with a team of people like a week ago. And these are people that specifically go out and find off-market deal flow for you. Basically, they find businesses for sale that are not on the market. So they're better deals. If it's off-market, it's going to be a better deal. So they specialize in it and they have a system for it, blah, blah, blah. So I was speaking with these people, and their system is not anything insanely special, I'll be honest. Like, same way this guy found my phone number is the same way anyone can find anyone's number. You know what I mean? If you do extensive research, more than likely you'll get some kind of key nugget of information that could help you find a number to call. So a big piece of it is the data versus the outreach. See, I feel like even myself, like I'm focused so much more on the outreach, but the data is really important. Making sure you have the most updated data, whatever the case may be, right? That is important. So it was an interesting convo, and yeah, man, if you guys are watching this video and you're trying to cold call me, man, please don't cold call me. Just DM me on Instagram or send me a LinkedIn follow. I'll see it over there. But anyways, some more interesting things I want to talk about. I want to talk about Ray Kroc, if you guys don't know who he is. I want to talk about Larry Ellison, excuse me. And yeah, also Tai Lopez. I was talking about his course the other day. It was like $1,000. I didn't pay for it, but it's just interesting to me because he teaches exactly what I'm talking about here on this channel, and no one really talks about M&A and buying businesses as a good venture. There's very few people that talk about it. I could probably name them on like two hands. But today I got an email and that same course dropped to half the price. So my courses, man, it's just videos, man. It's not worth money. I saw some people's comments. I think it was Ali Hero or Jen. Some people saying like, yeah, man, don't waste your money with that. And it's true. I agree with you. I'm not gonna do that. It's just interesting. Like, I hope I never sell a course because I'm just not a believer in it. But anyways, back to the point about being a salesman, right? Ray Kroc, he's the guy who blew up McDonald's. So McDonald's was owned by two brothers, Mac and another brother named Dick. That wasn't his real name, that was his nickname. But those two brothers, they basically built a restaurant. They were entrepreneurs. They had like a theater and they kept failing. It was during the time of the Great Depression. And they basically built a really great restaurant. It would make about like $1 million a year, I think it was. And this is when Ray Kroc found them. Ray Kroc used to sell cups to companies. He was a cups salesman. So I'm getting back to my point, right? Ray Kroc was a salesman. He used to go selling cups, and eventually he started selling like these machines for like milkshakes. And he saw that McDonald's ordered like 8 milkshakes for one store. So he visited the store and he ran into these brothers, and he fell in love with the operation. So Ray Kroc was like, as a salesman, right? He like wanted to strike a deal with these guys. You know, we should make McDonald's go everywhere in the country. The brothers didn't want to do it. They just wanted to settle with what they have. They don't want to manage all the extra stuff going on. So Ray Kroc made a deal like, look, I'll take care of the headaches. You don't have to. Let's make this deal. And from my understanding, Ray Kroc basically it was like a franchise deal. He was like an exclusive franchise expander or something like that. he'd get 1.9% of all the gross sales. And in the McDonald's brothers, they would get like 0.5%. And he just took off with it, man. And basically what I'm saying is creating a joint venture is a very powerful tool if you know how to partner with people in the right kind of situations. And two, there's some business owners that are just like, they're okay with where they're at when they could grow. They need someone to help them, right? Leadership, being able to sell is the greatest skill. It really is. So I'm definitely glad I'm in it. Another person I want to talk about is Larry Ellison. And he's like fourth or fifth richest person in the world. And this guy, first of all, Larry Ellison grew his business through acquisitions. I don't know if you guys know this. This guy was is still a ruthless motherfucker. He is ruthless as hell. I mean, you could just tell by he had a couple hostile takeovers of companies. If you don't know what a hostile takeover is, it's basically when I basically buy your company out without you wanting to sell. Like, for example, it happened to Donald Trump. He lost his casino to Carl Icahn. Basically, let's say you're Donald Trump and you own a casino and I'm Carl Icahn. I go to the bank because I know you have a loan on your whatever you have going on. I figure out you have a loan. I go to the bank and I offer the bank 110% to buy your loan. Now, I own the loan to your property and I call the loan in. It depends on what the contract for the loan looks like, obviously, but if I call in the loan and you're not able to pay it to me, I take it over, right? That's an example of a hostile takeover. Like, you have an asset that you don't want to sell to me, but I still take it from you. And that's basically kind of what John D. Rockefeller did as well. He did it over multiple transactions in the oil refinery business. But Larry Ellison's mindset is what I want to talk about. Like, his mindset towards business is take no prisoners, man. It's crazy. Take no prisoners. He doesn't think like, okay, this is the market cap. Like, I just want to have this much of the market. Like, he sees the pie and he wants the whole pie. And if you're going to compete with me in this pie, you're going to get destroyed. You better not compete against me. And as a result, he's worth like 140 billion or something like that. Super rich guy. His story is very interesting. And I kind of want to read his book, but basically back to the topic, right? What did I do today? Okay. Like I said, it was, as far as offense, what did I do with offense? I worked on my Facebook ads. I had a bunch of problems. Like, it's like a learning curve for me. I have to re-upload the list for my email campaign because I could only upload 1,000. So like every week I need to refresh it. I also need to because I'm saying need to because the email part I haven't even done yet. So I need to increase the limit on my emails. So make it 30 emails per email. I have 9, so 270 emails a day versus 180 that we're at right now. I worked with the Upwork guy. So the Upwork guy I hired, he just like bailed on the job. So I fired him and I found a new guy who's willing to do it for less money. And what I discovered from Upwork is that if you post a job and you wait, people give you an offer. So if I have a job posted, like I need my website done for $1,000, you'll have people compete for that. So you'll have people with higher skill sets who will want that job. They'll send you an offer like, I'll do it for 900 and I'll do it like this and that. And I can include this. So I got a better offer, a guy who's more skilled, an American guy to do the job for me. So I hired that guy today. And yeah, I'm getting the feeling that, dude, I'm not doing enough. Like I watched Larry Ellison, like while I was working out. I was watching his like documentary and even just watching his speech, like the way he talks, man. He like fumes with like maybe not like arrogance, but kind of like a mix of like confidence. He's like a scary guy. He has this like laserness to him. You can just tell, right? Like his acquisitions, man. Like he talks about like billions of dollars like they're nothing. He's like, yeah, we could have bought Apple back in whatever for only $5 billion. Like 5 billion, man. I mean, for Apple, yeah, that's a steal, but goddamn. He was friends with Steve Jobs, and he was talking about how Steve Jobs got kicked out of Apple, and he wanted to get back in Apple, and Larry was gonna help him. And Larry was like, dude, how are we gonna make money? And Steve like looked at him, like put his hands on his shoulder, and he was like, listen, man, this is why it's good that I'm your friend. You don't need any more money. Like he's a billionaire. But it's probably because winning is just addicting. Once you get a feeling of it after like struggling, like you'll never ever let the feeling go away. So tomorrow I want to do cold calls. I have a new list that I could hit. And for this upcoming week, I want to try to get to somewhere between 800 to 1,000 touch points. Let's see if we can do that because we got emails, we got Facebook, and let's see if I could maybe book another meeting this week somehow. That would be insane if I could book another meeting. And then next thing you know, I'm driving all over the country checking out these deals. So, yeah, man, I'm tired.